boys, man.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
The boy is mine.
Let's go, Grizz! Let's go!
Oh, John Moran just broke the rim with that finish.
Defense, take that ball! Defense, take that ball!
Jared with a rejection.
Give me that!
Moran digs at it, knocks it away. Picked up by Pippen. Bob, Brendan Clark.
Ooh, on that rim!
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Coach Thorpe, to his credit, also taught me, like, just simplify your game. Like, it doesn't have to be difficult. You don't have to do all the up and under stuff. Like, he always talks about getting to the second box. My biggest thing is just do what I can to make the right play. It doesn't, if it ends up in a shot, it does. If it ends up in a pass to an assist, it does. Shooting 72% is credit to, I guess the work I put in and my coach is helping me.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Live from the Built Ford Tough studio at FedEx Forum, it's the Gary Parrish Show, presented by Ortho South, on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Gary Parrish.
All right, I'm here. My name is Gary Parrish, speaking to you from the Built Ford Tough studio, FedEx Forum, downtown Memphis. Bennett Doyle right there producing the program. Glad he's with me. Glad you're with me. Hope you're getting through the day best you can. And I sure hope you're excited about the Grizzlies schedule release, because that happened Thursday afternoon. Things are favorable with the schedule, at least to start. We'll talk about it momentarily. First, though, quickly, let me set today's schedule for you. In the next segment, about 20 minutes, Jessica Benson is going to join me. She, of course, is the host of the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. That's weekdays at 8 a.m., Grind City Media. JB will pop in his chair right in between me and Bennett. I'll talk Grizzlies scheduling news and then also ask her about something she said this morning when she was talking to Bennett over in the big studio. Jessica Benson will be here in the next segment. Finish talking to her, take a break, come back, do 5 more things you need to know, at which point we will discuss 5 previously undiscussed stories. Among them, a couple of ESPN writers have published bowl projections at ESPN.com. I'll tell you where they got Ryan Silverfield's Tigers going in about 40 minutes. An American Airlines passenger has filed a police report with a flight attendant because of what happened after he got caught vaping in the lavatory. Weird story. I'll run you through the details. We'll do that a little later on in the show. A week after opening, Weapons now has the same Rotten Tomatoes score as Sinners, 97%. Both films are tracking to be 2 of the biggest horror films of the past decade. I'll ask Bennett if he's seen Weapons yet and get his review. We'll do that in just a bit. We got a preseason doubleheader tonight in the NFL. Titans, Falcons, Chiefs, Seahawks. I'll ask Bennett what he expects from the number 1 pick, Cam Ward. We'll do that in the second hour. In the second round of the BMW Championship, it's happening in Maryland. Robert McIntyre was your first-round leader. He was awesome. Did something that had quite literally yesterday had never been done in the history of the playoffs on the PGA Tour. I'll tell you what it was, get you updated on the leaderboard. We're going to do all that during a segment we call 5 More Things You Need to Know. Then we'll eventually do GP's carryout and we'll call it a day. So that's the rundown. We got a lot to get to, but I did want to start with the Memphis Grizzlies schedule for the 2025-26 season, because it was released on Thursday afternoon, just a few hours after we exited this studio. Of the 82 games the Grizzlies will play in the regular season, 80 of them are set. The other 2, that'll be dictated by what happens in the NBA Cup, as you know. Season opener, it's set Wednesday, October 22nd against the Pelicans. Zion and the Pelicans inside FedEx Forum. 2 nights later, Grizz will host the Heat inside FedEx Forum. 1 night after that, the reigning Eastern Conference champs, shorthanded, the Pacers, they'll be in downtown Memphis. What that means, Bennett, is that the Grizz are opening with 3 straight home games. The first road game won't come until Monday, October 27th. That's out in Golden State. 2 nights after that, the Grizz will be in Phoenix. 2 nights after that, on Halloween, the Grizzlies will host LeBron and Luka and the Lakers inside FedEx Forum. That'll be the first nationally televised game of the season. It's going to be on Prime Video at 8:30. In total, there are 10 nationally televised games on tap connected to the Grizzlies, 3 on ESPN, 3 on Prime Video, 3 on Peacock, 1 on NBC, specifically a game, the NBC game, against the Sixers on December 30th inside FedEx Forum. Big Bet Bennett, do you have a main takeaway from the schedule that was released Thursday afternoon? And I should go ahead and correct myself. As I was watching Jessica Benson this morning talk to a man about the Grizzlies schedule, it was Roser, not you. I think I said it was you earlier.
It was Roser, yes. And we were discussing the schedule.
Sometimes I get you and Roser confused.
That's okay. That's okay. We do a lot of the same things. Yeah, I would never compare myself to a great man like Roser, but I appreciate you comparing me.
No, I just got you confused. I wasn't really comparing you.
Okay, fair enough.
Just all producers look alike to me.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, the biggest takeaway, 8 of the first 11 at home. I think that it's going to be super important to get off to a good start. Just looking at how this schedule breaks down, they got 8 of their first 11 at home, and then their biggest home stand of the season is not till the very end of the season in late March, early April. So I think it's really big to get off to a good start. Obviously, you're going to be a little shorthanded without Zach Edey,
and possibly Jaren.
But there are some winnable games in there. The other thing that really stood out to me, November is brutal. November could decide the season for this team.
Oh, Bennett, don't start talking about November's going to decide the season. November's not going to decide the season.
Okay,
all right?
Well,
calm down.
Look at the schedule.
Look at the schedule.
Find a game that you're like, that is a guaranteed win in November.
You're putting a lot of pressure on me.
I found one, and I think it was maybe Sacramento at home.
That's disrespectful to the Kings.
Well, I've been disrespecting them for quite some time.
I think most of America has. I think most of the world has spent most of our lives disrespecting the Kings.
Yeah, I think that November's big. The other, just one quick thing that's kind of a bummer that I don't love.
What do you not love?
I don't love that we only get the Lakers here once at the very beginning of the season.
That's true. Halloween.
Halloween, and then the Warriors only come here once. That's kind of a bummer that you only get LeBron here once, Luka here once, Steph here once.
Undeniably.
Don't love that.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, and then also, we got one home game Thanksgiving week. That's usually a big week with a lot of out-of-towners. One home game Christmas week. That's usually a big week for out-of-town. Wish we had maybe 2 or 3.
That's a week. Yeah. Those are weeks where kids come back from college or people come home for the holidays, and you could say, hey, we're not here. We grew up in Memphis. We love Memphis, but now we live in Chicago or New York or Nashville or Jackson or wherever, but we're back home for the holidays. Hey, the Grizz are playing tonight. We should go buy 4 tickets and go to a Grizzlies game tonight. We don't get to really capitalize on that the way we otherwise could. That's what you're saying, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then other than that, I mean, it's a standard NBA schedule.
It's pretty standard NBA schedule.
Standard,
Pretty standard NBA schedule. Yeah. In all seriousness, we did talk yesterday about how it would be ideal if the beginning of the schedule was closer to the idea of, say, easy than the idea of difficult because of the previously noted injuries to Jaren Jackson Jr. and Zach Edey. Pretty clear, according to most, Zach is not going to be available to start the season. Jaren, it remains up in the air. Either way, you will be shorthanded, especially in the front court. Like we know in the front court, could be shorthanded all over the place. You don't know what's going to happen between now and then, obviously, but we know you're definitely going to be shorthanded in the front court. And so you're like, what does the beginning of the schedule look like? And looking at it, I think it is closer to easy than difficult. If you had a scale and you put easy down here and difficult down here, I think the opening of the schedule would be down here closer to easy than difficult. You open with home games against the Pelicans, the Heat, and the Pacers.
Yeah, in theory, you should start 3-0.
It's a game you never know.
Sure.
But I'll give you some numbers. According to current odds at FanDuel, the Pelicans are projected to finish 13th in the Western Conference this season, while the Pacers and Heat are projected to finish 9th and 10th in the Eastern Conference. If you want to look at projected regular season win totals, the Grizzlies are at 40.5. Disrespectful. We'll get to that in a minute.
Very.
The Grizz are at 40.5. Heat, 39.5. Pacers, 38.5 in the absence of Tyrese Halliburton with the departure of Miles Turner. Pelicans are sitting at 29.5. So on paper, at least, the Grizzlies are supposed to be better than each of their first three opponents and thus should be favored in those three games, especially considering all three games will be held inside FedEx Forum.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I ain't somebody who likes to, start counting my chickens before they hatch.
Mm-hmm.
But if you'll allow me, looks like 3-0.
Yeah.
Looks like a 3-0 start.
Go ahead and Sharpie that.
And then we're sitting here, late October talking about, I know it's unlikely, but is it crazy to start whispering about an 82-0 season? I know it's unlikely, but is it crazy? Once you start 3-0, you're just 79 more wins away.
Well, that's true when you put it like that.
How you feeling about the 3-0 start that we've already put in magic marker? That's a nice way to get going.
I feel pretty good about that.
I do too.
Remember we used to not win home openers at all? We've actually gotten better at it.
Do you know what the record is? All-time Grizzlies record in season openers. There's 30 examples of this dating back to Vancouver, if you want to count that nonsense.
All-time record.
30 games total. How many they win, how many they lost, season openers, history of the Grizzlies franchise, both Vancouver and Memphis.
I'm going to say, I bet it's bad.
It's definitely bad. I can give you that.
10-20.
Worse.
No way.
Yes way. Definitely a way. Worse.
What is it?
8-22.
Damn.
We suck to start the season usually.
But
that's what the Pelicans are for.
That's what the Pelicans are for.
Except, do you know what our record all time is against the Pelicans?
It's not great.
Below 500.
That's insane.
They beat us more than we beat them.
And the thing is, and that even goes back to way back. They used to lose to that team. I want to say when they were the Hornets, they used to lose to them on just random. And you would be like, why are we losing to this team?
If you ask random NBA fans, what do you think the all-time series record is between the Grizzlies, a consistent playoff team, and the Pelicans, a consistent disappointment? What do you think the record is when those franchises play each other throughout history? The Pelicans have won more than the Grizzlies.
That's insane.
I think most people would be wrong about that.
I can remember being in the forum around when it first opened and watching good Pau Gasol teams lose to it might have been the Hornets back then. But yeah, we always lose weird games to them.
So should be able to handle the Pelicans no problem, but the problem with that is that the Pelicans typically handle the Grizzlies. The all-time record, the Grizz are 42-44 in 86 career meetings against the Pelicans. That's from DeMichael Cole's article over at commercialappeal.com. One thing worth noting, DeJounte Murray will not be available for New Orleans in that game. He's recovering from injury. And, with Zion, I guess you never know.
Yeah, you got to see it. Yeah.
I guess you never know. Everybody likes to play the game where you pick your favorite home game of the season.
Ooh.
Let's play that game.
You want to play that game?
Okay, Bennett, here's the game. You and I have bought a four-seat season ticket package. We've gone in, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And, that's so you and your family can go to some games, and me and my family can go to some games.
Yeah.
And we're going to split the home games up. There's 41 home games. I'm going to give you 21. I'll just take 20. I want you to get one more game than me.
Okay.
You get first pick. What game you want to go to? You can have 4 tickets to any of these games. What home game you want to go to?
Man.
What's the most desirable game on the schedule, Big Bet Bennett?
The most, the one that
you want to go to the home opener? You want to make it a Friday night game? You want to make it a late in the season game? What you want to do?
Okay, so the one that obviously jumps out is Lakers on Halloween, but that's so early in the season. The stakes aren't high. It's a Friday night Halloween Lakers versus that. That's the one that you're okay, that's the one.
Let me
but
argue.
the stakes aren't high.
let me argue with you. Why are the stakes no higher in that game than they would be in quite literally any other game? They all count the same.
Yeah, but towards the end of the season or the second half of the season,
It still counts the same.
I know, but you know where you are at that point. Like it's like the.
But that doesn't make the game any more important. Like that.
I agree.
The game you play in October will count just as much and just as little, exactly the same as any game you play late in the season.
Okay, well, if you love that one so much, you take it.
I would.
Okay, you take that one. I'm gonna go with Minnesota on Saturday, January the 31st. Second half of the
low stakes game.
No, it's not. Second half of the season. It's a weekend game. It's a Saturday. I like that one a lot. You're outside of the college football window.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Okay, we're going to go see Anthony Edwards brag about his penis size to courtside fans.
Maybe
that's
so.
what you want to go see. And you know what I'm going to go see? What could be the Kings' final game inside FedEx Forum. You realize Halloween 2025, it could be LeBron James' final game in downtown Memphis. The all-time scoring leader, the King of America, could play his final game in downtown Memphis on Halloween night.
That's pretty big.
You know what else it could be?
It's pretty big.
You know what else it could be? Could also be Bronny's final game in downtown Memphis.
Why? He's going to be out of the league?
LeBron retires at the end of the season, and the Lakers
move on.
They stretch Bronny. They stretch Bronny's final 2 years of his contract and move on with it. Could be. You never know. I'm just saying that could be a historic night.
You never know.
October 31st, 2025, inside FedEx Forum. It could be a historic night. Final game for LeBron James in Memphis, all-time scoring leader in the NBA. Could also be Bronny James' final game in downtown Memphis at the end of the season. If the Lakers decide once LeBron retires, they're going to be out the Bronny business. Buy him out, stretch him. Buy him out, stretch him like he's an old and injured Damian Lillard.
It is kind of like, I will say, that is a really exciting way to start the season. It is. I mean, the fact that you got one of your just biggest games right there, right to start.
How do you feel about Halloween night?
I hate it. I hate it.
You don't
I'm
like
sorry.
That? You
No,
want to be with
I
the kids.
absolutely hate it.
You want to be with the kids.
Dude, we have played a home game on Halloween like the past 5 years. I
will say there was one year, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but we took the kids for Halloween.
Oh no, they kill it. It's awesome. Yes, it's a blast here. You should totally bring your kids.
It was a great time.
Yes,
but it was a great time because I just got to walk around with my kids. You got to sit with Eric Hasseltine.
I know, my kids aren't invited.
Imagine you don't. On one hand, you could be spending Halloween with your children. On the other hand, you just got to sit next to Eric Hasseltine and listen to him yell the whole time.
Yeah,
it's a tough situation.
Yeah, it's tough spot for me. I'll be fine.
I know you'll be fine.
Okay.
I know you'll be fine. I think the Lakers game, October 31st, that's the biggest game on the schedule. If we were having one of those season ticket drafts, that's the first game I would take. Because, yeah, I guess walking around your neighborhood with kids on Halloween is fun, but FedEx Forum, they do it right. And my kids, at least, had a blast.
Well, the other point, too, with that is if you got young kids, like you're probably trick-or-treating at 5:30. The game's not till 8:30, so you can knock out your trick-or-treating if you don't. But I think they're going to do. They'll have the trick-or-treating here.
Yeah, but here's the other problem.
Well.
It's 8:30 tip. Oh, no. Is it a Monday night?
No, it's a Friday night.
Oh, it's a Friday night.
It's a Friday night, yeah.
Okay, then.
Yeah, see, it's good. You got some time. I like that.
Okay,
yeah,
Bennett.
I'm cool with
Because my experience with Halloween is once kids are done trick-or-treating, it's night time.
Yeah,
they get sleepy.
Yeah.
They get sleepy.
No, 8:30 on a Friday is solid. Yeah.
I might get loose.
And that one's on Prime, too. So
I might get
loose. Yeah.
I might get loose.
Yeah.
Let's get Jessica Benson here. Let's ask her what her favorite game is. JB in studio next.
What is the biggest Summer League accomplishment so far for this Grizzlies team?
Tuomas Isalo filling out his coaching staff. The Ryan Saunders hiring was essential. It was big time. You have a veteran NBA voice there.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizz Beat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Speaking of Adidas, are these the Harden 10s?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
From what
you guys don't sound too excited. It kind of looks like when you flush the toilet in the water.
Yeah, it's like a whirlpool.
I want to be phone positive. Yeah. Want to be phone positive.
Or artists just making some paint up and they just
looks like phone positive material.
Yeah, or a thumbprint. The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Let's check the over-under totals. Alabama, Georgia, and Texas all at 9.5. LSU, Ole Miss, Tennessee at 8.5.
I love Ole Miss over the 8.5.
I think Ole Miss can win 9.
But Ole Miss, they're gonna, Ole Miss, they're gonna lose to Arkansas week.
But they could go 9-3. Like Ole Miss winning 10 games
they always
is always
pull some
like
crap like that.
Ole Miss winning 10 can seem a bit of a stretch, but they can win 9.
They're gonna lose at Kentucky week 2.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Parrish Show presented by Ortho South. We're inside the Bill Ford Tough Studio, and on Fridays, Food Truck Friday, Jessica Benson joins us in the second segment. It is now the second segment. Jessica Benson's right there. Are you ready for Food Truck Friday?
I am.
Do you know what we got going on today?
I do. I was just checking out what we have
what
going
do you think?
on.
You're always helpful on Food Truck Friday.
We've got a Green Beetle food truck, which I was unfamiliar that they did a food truck.
Been a minute since I've been inside the
burner. If you want a teriyaki, which is kind of what I'm leaning towards.
I love
and
teriyaki.
Fry Guy, if you would just want some French fries.
I like French fries. I like all that stuff.
I like everything. I could choose to be semi-healthy with like a little chicken shrimp teriyaki bowl.
Food
I could
Truck
get
Friday.
fries.
Food Truck Friday is not the place to try to be healthy.
I love a bowl.
I love a bowl. My God.
Man, I love a bowl.
A bowl with just a bunch of stuff in it.
Just put anything in a bowl.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a bowl of anything that's bad?
No, we do bowl day twice a week in our household, and it's like
you make your own bowls?
Yeah,
I make my own bowls too.
Quinoa.
You make your own bowls?
Yeah, I make my own bowls.
How do y'all make your own bowls?
Oh, I have a great. You go first.
So one of my favorite dishes in the city is the El Goodo Bowl at City Silo. Like if we had a City Silo downtown, I would eat it multiple times a week.
Okay.
And one day we were eating it, and Chris was like, "I could make you this at home." I said, "God, I love you so much." And so he started doing it. So it's quinoa, beans, peppers, onions, asparagus.
Damn.
Some spinach, and then we'll put like a chicken sausage in it.
Yeah, throw
and
some
then
chicken in there,
avocado on
Jesus.
top, and you just douse that in hot sauce.
Okay.
Or you could do like a teriyaki sauce sometimes. I'm committed to my Frank's Red on my bowl, but it's like the greatest day of my week.
Bennett, you make bowls too?
My bowl, it switches up. It is,
he's
but
got versatility to his bowl
the
baking.
foundation is diced air fried sweet potatoes, and
I like sweet potatoes.
And
I just realized the one at City Silo has sweet potatoes in it.
Yeah.
I like sweet potatoes.
I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. We use Japanese purple potatoes in ours.
that sounds great too. Diced air fried sweet potatoes
My bad.
and ground beef. That's like the foundation of the bowl, and then you can do you can make it like a taco kind of bowl.
I like a taco bowl.
Or you can go in like a more like Asian kind of.
I like Asian bowls too.
I like all bowls.
I like all bowls. I can't imagine a bowl that I wouldn't like unless it had something
like
very
Mediterranean
specific
bowls.
that I wouldn't like.
I don't like tomatoes, so like I get mine without pico.
Okay, this is interesting.
Oh God.
I don't hate tomatoes.
But you don't love them?
I don't need them.
Okay, thank you.
I love them as I've gotten older.
Because anytime you say you don't like tomatoes, people are like, oh, do you like pizza sauce? And I'm
Right.
like, yeah, they're entirely different things. Okay?
Here's the thing. I can if you
It's consistently different.
if you bring me a cheeseburger and it has a tomato on it, I can eat that without.
You don't want.
But
like,
I
you're
don't
not-
want
You're
it.
not desperate for it. You're like, please,
In
God,
fact,
make
like
sure
I
this
don't
burger has a
prefer it.
tomato
I
on
would
it.
rather it not
Yeah.
be there.
I hate tomatoes.
Y'all are wrong.
I don't.
That's okay. I
know this is a minority opinion.
Yeah.
You got to go to the farmer's market,
Oh
get
my
you.
God, who has time for all that?
Go to the farmer's market, get you a good tomato, slice that thing, put some pepper on it.
My issue is not with the quality
of
of my tomato on my hamburger. I've had perfect quality tomatoes on my hamburger, and I don't. There's something about it's a different texture and it's kind of cool. It can be cold on a hot piece of ground beef.
Yeah.
And then I'm about to say a bunch of stuff that sounds gross. I don't mean to, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I can appreciate what the tomato does. I'm just telling you, I don't need it and I don't even prefer it. I prefer it not to be here.
I think tomatoes ruin cheese.
I wouldn't say ruin. That's a strong word to put on tomatoes.
I love caprese, but I hate tomatoes.
That's good.
And here's my other thing. I think a fire roasted red pepper is far superior to a tomato. Why would you ever choose a tomato when you could have a fire roasted red pepper?
I like a pepper more than I like a tomato.
Me too. Gives a little kick. It's so much better.
I'm not against pico though.
I think pico's a waste.
I put pico in the bowl, by the way.
I knew you did.
Of course you do.
I assumed as much.
That's okay. You're a tomato lover.
Yeah.
I think as long as you don't put a very specific item in a bowl that I don't like, I can appreciate that bowl. Rice, black beans, brown beans, any kind of bowl.
Yeah.
Chipotle, I could take any bowl. As long as you don't put black olives on it, I'll eat it.
I say I like black olives, but it won't make me mad if I don't have them. I love getting olives at a bar. I love a little cup of olives.
No kidding. That is
some
so
olives
good.
and like a cool kind of nut.
Yeah.
Like a sliced, perfectly spiced
Everybody
nut.
in my house likes black olives.
Except for you.
Yes, and I think they do it in spite of. I think they do it to
I actually
spite me.
prefer green olives.
I think,
prefer
like,
the
I think
green
Louis
olives.
especially. I
Or a
think Louis started
Kalamata.
eating them because he knew that I hated them and wanted to gross me out.
Kalamata olives, they're amazing.
Yeah, I can't do it. But anything
Yeah.
else, I'm pretty okay with. Anything, and you throw it in a bowl, I'm fine. And I feel the same way about cereals.
Yeah.
No cereal that I won't like.
I completely agree with that.
Like, what is a cereal that you'd be like,
bad?
I would eat every cereal.
This is gross.
I would even eat Raisin Bran. I would never pick Raisin Bran,
I
but I would eat
love
it.
Raisin
I
Bran.
love Raisin
Oh my
Bran.
God.
You
Oh
would
my
like
God.
Raisin Bran.
It is
I
so
love
good.
Raisin Bran.
Raisin Bran is great.
I like
It's
Bran.
good.
I don't love. I would eat Raisin Bran plain. See, I'm one of the weirdos who I think milk ruins certain cereals.
No,
Like, I
milk doesn't
love-
ruin anything. That's
fine.
wrong, Jessica.
That's fine.
milk.
It's
I love
okay.
milk.
It's okay.
No,
I love milk too.
too.
Milk grows strong bones. That's what I was told my whole childhood.
I don't think
so
that's
why are my
true. I
bones
don't
so-
actually think
it's
that's
not. It was
true.
a complete
It was a
facade
lie,
made
wasn't
by
it?
the dairy industry to get.
You know what else I don't think is
parents to
true?
buy their
And I
kids
don't
milk.
know whether this is true or not. So I'm just talking.
I'll tell you.
I'm just talking at this point.
Okay.
Here's another thing I think. Just like, got to drink your milk, got to have
Yeah.
strong bones. Shit we were told when we were kids, it
Yeah.
just is not true. I don't think you need to wait 30 minutes after you eat to jump back in the pool.
No, you
No.
absolutely do not.
But how many
don't-
times did you hear that when you was a kid?
So many. And God
Yeah.
forbid you had a snack while
The same- the
you
same-
know, like when they would clear the pool to do like the lifeguard sweeps,
Yeah.
like adult swim, and
Yeah.
everyone had to get out. And then if you had like one bite of food, there was always a friend. It was never my mom. My mom was cool. She'd get back in the pool.
Right.
But there was always a
Get
friend's
back in the
mom
pool
who
and
took it
drown.
so seriously. She's like, okay, I started the timer.
Yeah, shut your timer up.
Timer?
Timer.
I get limited days in this
So
pool,
dumb.
lady.
The same
I'm
parents.
at the rec center.
The same parents that would drink Miller Lite and drive us around all
Yes.
day thought we couldn't get into a pool for 30 minutes after eating.
We were the
right.
ones in danger.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Roll up all the windows and
You wanna
chain
treat-
smoke while they're driving.
You want to treat
hey, come sit in the
water
truck with me while I
responsibly.
drink and smoke. I don't want you being in any danger getting back into the pool before
You just
12:45.
want to treat water responsibly. Pool accidents are horrific. I think if I'm ever a parent, like one of my biggest fears would be a pool accident.
I lived it every
You
summer.
follow that influencer story? An influencer's son died,
I
fell
mean,
in
it
the pool and
happens.
drowned.
It happens all the time.
And
it
it's
happened
more
to
the
friends of ours.
They
I mean,
tried to seal the police report because people are psychotic and treat influencers like they're their friends and like the parasocial relationships that we develop with people. So they tried to seal it because they knew there would be an outrage. But like the husband was inside sports betting.
Yeah.
He was watching a basketball game and he turned away for, I think they like
That's all
designated
it
it as
takes.
9 minutes.
That's all it takes.
And their son drowned. And I was like, oh my God.
Okay, Debbie Downer, my God.
I'm so sorry. We were just
Jeez.
sorry.
Did he win the bet?
I was just saying.
Came out of nowhere.
I was just saying.
Did he win the bet? Do we know if he won the bet? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Do we know?
This was a big story in the girl world.
I do remember it, yes.
And it would keep popping up. We're talking about For You pages, and it would keep coming up. And I was like, I don't have time. I don't know these people. I don't get involved in influencer things. And then I finally read into it, and I was like, oh, that's horrific. That's such a horrible story. My whole point was, I would rather lay on the cautious side of anything related to swimming where someone could drown. So if they want me to wait 30 minutes, I won't cry over it. But I don't think we actually need to wait 30 minutes.
It was a big fear.
That was my point.
It was a big fear of ours when we had the pool put in, because then we had little guys.
Yes.
And you're just lying to yourself if you don't think an accident could happen very easily.
Yes.
And there was one time before we had a cover for the pool. Like, we were people very early in our marriage. We had enough money to get a pool, but barely. Okay. So we didn't have enough to get the pool cover. Yeah. We had enough money to get the pool, but not the pool cover.
Real.
Right?
We had the money to buy our house, and now we're realizing we didn't have the money to pay for assessments that come with the condo.
There you go, right?
But yes, we all do
It
those
was like
things.
early on, we got our house, and we're just like so proud of our house. And then it's like, do you know what shutters cost? It's like, holy shit. we think we're doing okay, but we ain't got shutter money yet.
We are one disaster away from.
We don't have shutter money yet.
Shutters
money?
are
Never
insane.
heard of that.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Someone was like, "Are you going to put something out on your deck?" And I was like what? And they're like, furniture. I go, you think we can afford deck furniture?
Right.
No.
So there was a time where we just didn't have a
with no
cover
cover.
on the pool. And in the winter, leaves would, and so you just walk in our backyard and the pool would be covered in leaves.
But you still had the water in the pool in the winter?
This was all
You
very
didn't even-
dangerous.
Yeah.
Damn.
One time, I'm out of town. Kelly's in the shower. I guess it would have been Oliver. Like, is starting to walk, and he got outside, and back door wide open. She gets out of the shower, and she does not see him. And understand the whole pool's covered in leaves.
You can't see inside of it.
He had walked around the pool and went to the swing set, but like,
Oh, thank God.
terrified.
Oh, that's so scary.
Terrified. And we immediately then like bought the chain at the top of the door.
Yeah.
So you could chain it up there where nobody can get to it.
Yeah.
And then like you start putting in safety precautions. But it was like, so I don't want to say never.
For the most part, I don't judge when that happens.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
There are
Because it
so
can
many
happen
stories like
so
yours
quickly. And
where it's like, oh, thank God this didn't happen.
And I want to be clear. We were stupid and reckless and irresponsible and lucky.
Yes.
But like, that's how quick your whole life can be turned
Completely
upside
agree.
down.
Sorry for being the womp womp.
All right. I wasn't planning to talk about children's death today. That wasn't what I had planned. I thought we were just going to talk schedule news and stuff.
Sorry, I thought it was a more engaging conversation.
Anyway.
Back to the important thing.
Be careful if you have a pool.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to say.
Yes.
All right. Be careful if you have a pool. But I don't think it's necessary to wait 30 minutes after you eat to get back in the pool.
What was the first thing that we said that got us? Oh, the milk does strong bones. I
don't think that's true.
Get to that.
And I don't think,
it's proven to be not true.
Getting back, let's not
It
get
was
away.
big milk. It was big dairy. Big D.
I don't think milk ruins it. All right, Alexa, calm down. I don't think milk ruins cereal. I don't even understand how you reach that conclusion.
I don't think it ruins a cereal. I just think some cereals are so superior. I don't need milk to enjoy them.
I think milk makes every cereal better.
I know that makes me weird.
My wife and kids eat cereal without milk, and it makes me mad.
I don't get mad at anybody about how they eat their cereal.
Like,
That's not where I'm going to pick my
Lucky
fights.
Charms without milk. I love Captain Crunch without milk.
I tell you what I was doing.
Those marshmallows are like crunchy without the
I know,
milk
that's
to
fine
kind of
too.
like
It's not
turn
that
them
I
into
don't
real
like it with it.
marshmallows.
In defense of Jessica, I will say this. I found myself at some point within the past couple of weeks, somebody had made cereal and left the Lucky Charms box out.
You just grabbed a handful.
I just grabbed a handful.
I
And then you know what I
treat it
did?
like a
If I'm being
chip.
honest with myself.
You ate the whole thing.
No.
Lucky Charms are so
no,
good.
I'm not. But I got more than one handful.
Yeah.
I probably did like 4 handfuls of Lucky Charms straight to the mouth.
We cannot have cereal in our household. Like if I have Lucky Charms, Captain Crunch, or my personal favorite, Honey Bunches of Oats.
I don't mind.
Those
Any of them are
three
great.
are like deadly to me. They are addictive to me.
I
They
like
put
cereal.
crack in
I like a
cereal.
nice
I do
bowl of.
too.
Like even when we
I
were
like Cheerios.
We were on vacation a few weeks ago, and like the big breakfast buffet. You know,
And they had the cereal things.
I just ate
when I was a
cereal.
kid.
I just was like, man, it's so hot outside. I want a
It's
nice,
better out of those things.
Or we'd be
I
out
want
so
a
many,
nice bowl of cold cereal
Yep.
is what I want this morning.
so many. I was a picky eater as a kid and like traveling a lot for my dad's job. There was always a breakfast buffet and there was always the little cartons of cereal. And I would just get the little cartons of Frosted Flakes.
Love
and I
them.
wasn't allowed to have them at home. My parents weren't like the strictest of people in terms of what we could have at home, but it's not like we had a ton of sugar. Like we had Chex and Cheerios if I wanted to eat cereal. So when we were on a trip, I was like, give me those Frosted Flakes. I would just hoard little boxes of Frosted Flakes or Fruit Loops. I was like, this is such a treat.
See, I grew up totally different. Like I'd go to my grandparents' house and they'd be like Frosted Flakes and they'd dump like 4 cups of sugar on top of the Frosted
My
Flakes.
mom would dump sugar on Rice Krispies. That was like our treat. We would have like Rice Krispie
But
cereal.
that's in bananas. If you walk
I
in
know,
and
and
saw
you would just put
woman,
a cup of sugar
We
in
did that
the
too.
milk in the cereal,
Yeah.
and it was so good. And then the milk is all
it's
sweet.
unbelievable. But it was like, that is awful.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Like, I think my grandma's intentions were good, but
I don't
like that
think
was
we
a
did it-
crazy thing to do.
At the risk of sounding a little maha, I don't think we did a great job of teaching nutrition in general.
No,
like
we
just
did
don't.
not.
We didn't get it, and now we still don't get it. Now we like some people get the wrong things. Anyway, it's a mess. We're screwed.
We might be screwed. It could be over for us.
It might be.
It could be over. We'll see how this summit goes today in Alaska. then we'll have a better idea, I
You're
think.
right. I'll have a better idea by the end of the day.
Perhaps we'll have a better idea by the end of the day
Yeah.
of how screwed we are or are not. Back to the Grizzlies schedule.
yes.
I submit the game on the schedule. If you could only pick one,
Oh, okay.
it's a schedule draft. You like a good schedule draft, don't you?
I love a draft, and I love a scheduled
There you go.
draft.
So like a schedule draft is perfect for
There's
you.
82 games. You got to pick the good ones.
41 at home.
41 at home.
Bennett, he wanted to pick a January game against the Timberwolves. I say calm down. The marquee game on the schedule is Halloween night, Luka LeBron.
Yes.
It could be LeBron's final game
Yes.
in downtown Memphis, and by extension, could be Bronny's final game in downtown Memphis.
That's like the sensible answer.
Yes, of course
That's what
it is.
most people. That's the normal answer. But
Why-
I appreciate
why would I
Bennett
come
for
in here and try
trying
to be anything other
zigzag.
than sensible?
I will
think it's
also
part of the job to
zigzag.
be sensible.
I'm just mad about the Halloween thing. All right.
Bennett wants to
'Cause
trick
he's
or
a
treat.
parent.
Yeah.
he's a parent.
Of a
and-
young kid. I totally get that. Do you
Imagine-
know how bummed I was when like my dad wasn't able to? Because my mom would always do the stuff at the house, and my dad took me trick or treating. And if my dad wasn't able to be there, I would like cry. So Noah's going to be here
so
crying.
Your kids are going to cry.
that
You're gonna
his
make your
daddy's
kids
not
cry.
there to take
That's
him
right.
trick or treating.
Imagine
I
you
get
think
that.
you get to spend Halloween with your children, and instead you spend it with Eric Castletime. Think about that.
And me.
In fairness, I'll probably like try to bring him up here for a little bit or something.
You should bring
Yeah.
him to the game. Why wouldn't you bring him to the game?
Yeah, I think
probably
we
will.
need to make
Yeah.
this a kid-friendly. Come see LeBron.
How about this? We all.
But then poor Miles,
we
it's
all
his
dress
like
up.
first like Halloween
Oh, yeah.
memory. I mean, my
Bring
God,
him.
yes.
Bring
Yeah,
him.
he
And
won't
first off,
remember it.
hey,
He
yeah, how
won't
old is
remember
he? Yeah,
it.
how old is
He's
he?
two.
He won't
He's only
remember any
2.
of this
Wait till
stuff.
he's 4, then
Okay.
he'll care.
He-
Put him in a pumpkin
He
costume.
could
Call
throw
it good.
up on LeBron on Halloween night,
Yeah.
and he wouldn't remember
And
that.
he'd have a better story.
It'd be a good story. Why wouldn't you bring your kids? Seriously, bring your kids.
Maybe I will.
Why
Okay.
wouldn't you?
There you go.
Let's do
Hand
it.
him off to LeBron.
I was a
LeBron, can I
little
get a picture of
disappointed-
you holding
Get
the-
LeBron to take care of your
Yes.
kids. And then ask LeBron if he can get Noah on the Lakers.
Different
That'd be
concern.
awesome.
Just see, like, hey, you got your son on the Lakers. Could you get mine?
That'd be sick.
Wouldn't that be something?
God, that'd-
Walk out of there and Noah's on the
helping
Lakers.
Nepo? That's great. Nepo helping Nepo?
Yes.
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Right.
Change my
It's also
life.
trolley night, though, which does kind of, I love a trolley night that falls on Halloween. Like, very rarely do you get a Halloween on a Friday, and I'm
Oh,
still
that's awesome. Downtown's gonna be
semi-young
popping.
and fun. And it is a good night to go out.
Yeah.
So, a little disappointing on that. That's okay. I'll be here. I appreciate the game. I'm going to keep trying to make Grizzly Spurs mean something again. And, like, get on it while it's not the coolest thing in the world. Because I think it could be the coolest thing as we're moving into. No rivals exist. They put up the rivalry week schedule, and I was like, this stinks. Like, this is so lame.
What are NBA rivals now?
Oh,
Pacers,
What
Knicks.
was the Charlotte one? I was like, what the hell?
Pacers, Bucks, Pacers, Knicks.
we
Those
have
are
Spurs,
rivals.
Rockets, Lakers, Nuggets, Cavs, Hornets, Thunder, Bucks.
Are Mavericks, Lakers?
Warriors,
Are
Mavs.
Mavericks, Lakers?
I think that's
a rival
they,
now.
They are one of the rivalry week games, and I
Sure.
think you could twist your brain to make that a real thing.
Hornets, Cavs. What?
So like
They're really leaning on the Warriors, Timberwolves, Warriors, Mavs.
Okay, I've never really thought about this. Let's think about this for a second.
Okay.
In Major League Baseball, you go Yankees, Red Sox. They hate each other.
Immediately.
All right. Yankees, Mets hate each other. I think Mets, Phillies hate each other.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up as a Broncos fan. You hated the Raiders.
Right. Who else
Everyone
hates?
hated the you like find teams that everyone hates. Everyone
Like
hates the
Jets and Patriots, do they hate each
I
other?
guess anyone in the NFC.
Bills, Patriots, do they hate each other? Who
some
hates each
point.
other? Who do the Chiefs hate?
Ravens, Bengals feels a little spicy.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like it changes based on like
Chiefs,
who's
Broncos
kind
have decent.
Okay, so here's my question: Who hates each other in the NBA? Like historically,
Bring
you just
back hate.
like Celtics Lakers is
Yeah.
the historic one, but like, yeah, like what does it does hate?
Do you think like locally, like Grizzlies Clippers used to mean something?
Yeah, but do you have in baseball?
I think Knicks Pacers.
In baseball, you have real regional
Has
regional
potential.
rivals where teams, franchises, fans hate each other.
Yeah.
Like Philly fans hate Mets fans and vice versa. Yankees, Red Sox. Are there regional rivalries filled with hatred in the NBA?
No,
Yeah,
and
it
I
doesn't
would
feel
think
like
we could
that.
use it.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Why do you think we don't have that?
I don't know. Everyone's trying to be friends.
I think everybody's trying to be friends.
I
'Cause
think
they're all, you're all angling for where you're going to get traded someday. Or
They're all
Dallas,
gonna be teammates someday.
Dallas, Houston has some potential these next
Dallas,
couple
Houston.
seasons. Yeah.
Maybe Dallas.
I
Houston.
want to hate someone.
I'd like to hate somebody.
I'm down to hate. Who do you want to hate?
The Spurs.
I got some people in mind.
I mean, I hate the Thunder, but they won the championship, so it's like one-sided, you know?
I'm Thunder up.
No.
I'm Thunder
up.
respect, but not Thunder up.
I'm Thunder up.
No.
I
I'm Thunder.
respect greatness.
Congratulations.
I'm not a hater. I respect greatness.
Yeah.
I always thought that there was such a good potential rivalry with the Grizzlies and the Rockets. It's a team we've never seen
Well,
in the
now
playoffs.
it still does because you
Yeah.
like.
But Dylan's not there anymore.
Yeah, you don't. You lose that
Changes
piece
a little
of
bit.
it.
All right. Hey, let me ask you this, and then I get you out of here. Because you said something this morning while you're talking to John Rose I thought was interesting. You said you're going to try to knock off SEC football stadiums this year. You want to get at least 2 this season.
Because there's only one Grizzlies home game on a college football Saturday.
Is that the type of thing you care about? Like going to all the MLB stadiums or NFL stadiums or NBA arenas or college football stadiums? Is that something, do you create bucket list things like that?
No, and I think I've probably been fortunate enough to go to more stadiums or
Right.
sporting arenas than the average person. So I've never looked at it as like a challenge.
You don't
But
feel challenged?
I don't feel challenged, but I look at it as
Could I challenge you?
an opportunity living down here. Why would I not?
Why would
like
you
if
not?
I care about college football, which I do dramatically,
Mm-hmm.
why would I not attempt to go to iconic football stadiums?
I can't speak to that.
Yeah.
That's a question you're going to have to answer for
Well,
yourself.
originally, I mean, when I first was working in local news and I was a weekend sports anchor, that took that out of the equation. I was
Right.
never going to go
Right.
to anything, and now I have a potential to. And I've taken advantage of going to Neyland in Knoxville. I've gone to.
Okay, let's name
Hemingway
them.
in
Where you been?
Oxford.
You've been to Neyland. You've been to Tennessee.
I've
You've been to Ole Miss.
Tennessee. I've been to Ole Miss, and in the SEC, that's it.
Only 2.
I've been to Texas when I was younger, but they weren't
in the
SEC team then. And I've been to Oklahoma when I was younger.
I've been to Texas and Oklahoma, but they were in the Big 12 both times.
Yeah, me too.
But I've been to both of those
Yeah.
places for games.
And I went to Nebraska.
I got to knock
Wisconsin.
most of these out.
Okay.
When I was first hired at CBS, I would help.
Okay.
I was the only college basketball writer. Dennis Dow was the only college football writer. I would help him before basketball started. He would help me after football ended. So my job early, like the 2006 season, 2007 season, 2008, 9, like for 4 or 5 years was I would really just get assignments. Like I would get an email and they'd be like, hey, like if it were this year, they might say, hey, it wouldn't because Dodd would go to this one, but it would be like, can you go to Texas at Ohio State?
Oh, that's fun.
Just, you have no responsibilities other than go to the game and file a column.
Yeah.
Send it to us when you're done. And I got to go everywhere. Like I've been to most of the great places. It was I like cherished that time. I don't know that I recognized it, but like looking back on it, I'm like glad I got to go do those things. So like I've been to Notre Dame, I've been to the Rose Bowl, I've been to like Clemson and Virginia Tech and Ohio State. In the SEC, let's count them up. I haven't done this. I've been to Alabama.
Okay.
These are football games I've attended.
Okay.
Alabama, yes. Arkansas, yes. Auburn, yes. Florida, yes. Georgia, yes. Kentucky, yes. LSU, yes. I'm just going through the standings here. Mississippi State, yes. Missouri, yes. Oklahoma, yes. Ole Miss, yes. South Carolina, no.
Okay.
Tennessee, yes. A&M, no. Texas, yes. Vanderbilt, yeah. I've only missed 2.
That's pretty good.
I think you got to do it now.
Well, now I got to do it.
Now you got to do it.
Now I'm close to the finish line.
I have the old. I think I could say I've done the old Pac-12.
Okay.
I've done obviously Coliseum, Rose Bowl.
I've never done the
Cal,
Coliseum, but I've done the
Stanford.
Rose Bowl.
Stanford's stadium. If Stanford is ever good at football again,
I've been to
highly
Stanford for a
recommend.
basketball game, but not
Just
for
being in
football.
Palo Alto feels like
I
you're
liked
in
going
a
there.
different
Yeah.
world. And Berkeley has a really
Love
beautiful
Berkeley.
stadium too. Oregon and Washington State. I went to Corvallis my freshman year with USC. I
I've
went
been to
a USC
Corvallis,
Oregon State
but
game.
I've never been to a football game there, but I've been there.
Fun football environment.
Corvallis, Oregon.
Yeah.
I went to see, oh my God, Barack and Michelle's brother, Craig. Oh my God.
At Oregon State?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Craig Robinson, Jesus
Oh.
Lord. He was a head coach at Oregon State.
Yeah.
I've told this story because every story I've got it told.
That's funny.
I was out there for like a Nike Hoop Summit
Okay.
thing. I just remember,
And you drove to Corvallis.
in part because he was the new head coach at Oregon State. So it was like, I'll drive to Corvallis and go see Craig Robinson. But the main reason was he's not only the new head coach at Oregon State, his sister is maybe about to be, they were
First
running.
lady.
And the
that's cool.
the Obama girls, they were there at the time. So like Secret Service was everywhere because Barack and Michelle were out campaigning and the little girls were staying with Craig and his family. And so it was just a weird scene. And I remember this because this was still kind of early on in the,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was early in the election cycle, but it wasn't guaranteed yet that Barack Obama is going to be the next president of the United States and the first black president. It was just like maybe, like this thing's happening.
There's some energy. There was hope.
There was hope. There was hope, like literally hope. That was the whole thing. And I remember this part of the conversation vividly. And the whole, like, I think I remember the way I set up the column was you're driving to Corvallis, you're going to see Oregon State's new head coach, and the last thing you're going to do is end up in a conversation with him about his brother-in-law and his sister. But, like, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
You're going to get there. And I sort of set it up like that, I think. But I said, so, like, what do you think of all this? Like, this is your sister and, like, your brother-in-law. Like, you knew these people. You were at their wedding, and you knew these people before they were anything. And now, like, what do you think it's going to happen? And I swear to God, without hesitation, he said, 100% my brother-in-law will be the next president of the United States.
Amazing.
Like, just
Wait, that's so cool.
Just watch.
That's so funny.
Just watch.
And then it was.
And then it was.
2 terms.
Anyway, so that's my only time in Corvallis.
I slept in a conference room in Corvallis
Well, that's
because we
different.
got there and they didn't have a hotel room.
I didn't have any idea where that sentence was going.
It was insane.
I slept with was a
in a
wild way to
conference
end a
room.
sentence.
Yep.
Start a sentence. I was like, okay, where's this one going?
I really tried to go because I wanted to be a sports reporter. So I worked for USCFootball.com and I would try to go to as many games as possible. But then also I did Utah. Rice Eccles, I think, is the most underrated football stadium in the country.
Where's that?
University of Utah in
I've
Salt
been
Lake
there.
City.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. Environment out of 10.
Just like you sit in the press box and you're like, holy
Yes,
wow, this
the
looks
mountains are in the back. I'm like, where are we? And the same thing kind of goes for Folsom in Boulder. Like going to a game at CU. And CU is a smaller, it feels smaller. I don't know if it technically is, but that's how I always felt when we would go there. It was cool because when Fresno State was really good with David Carr, that provided me the opportunity where my dad was like, anytime Fresno State has a power school on the schedule, I want to take you to this game. So we would go to Fresno State CU. We went to Fresno State, Wisconsin at Camp Randall, which was great. Nebraska. Strangely went to a game at Rutgers. I don't think many people can say they've crossed off the Rutgers football stadium on their list,
I've never
but
been to
I sure
Piscataway.
have. So those were really fun. And then like random, I mean, I went to all the WAC stadiums.
Right.
Aloha Stadium, or they're rebuilding Aloha Stadium in
good.
Honolulu.
That's good news.
Add them to the Big 12.
That's nice to hear.
Memphis and Hawaii to the Big 12. Who says no? As a duo.
Probably the Big 12.
Probably. Again.
I would assume the Big 12 says no.
But I did love that stadium. Like, that stadium was decrepit, and for people who don't know, like it got declared derelict, and they had no choice but to play games at like the track field on campus, and it was a whole thing.
That's tough.
But it was a cool. Like you're right, I'm at an open air football stadium in Hawaii. Like this feels sick.
Right.
Sorry, Bennett, you haven't been. You
I
might
would love
not
to
know
go
what
to
the air in
Hawaii.
Hawaii feels
Bennett's
like,
on
but
the
it's a
bucket
really
list.
beautiful
Bennett's
thing.
got a whole list of things he's going to try to get to in his life.
There's some really beautiful football
Including shaving.
stadiums. In terms of, like, to go back to your original question of if I feel like a bucket list to cross off, I do think I want to go to a night game at LSU. That feels important at some point.
Done it. I was there. You ready for this one?
Which one?
The biggest one. Nick Saban's first game back
Oh.
as Alabama's coach.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's an exciting
And then me and
one.
Wright Thompson filed our columns and drove to New Orleans, and buddy, that night got
a
out of
great
hand.
time.
Woo, man. That was tough.
And I want to do Alabama. That feels important.
Been there. It's great.
And I guess now it feels important to go to Georgia, too.
Georgia's great.
That was never at the top of my
George is
top of my
interesting because if
list.
I remember it correctly, it's like the campus is sort of hilly.
Okay.
And then the stadium is just sort of like down there.
I've been to so
It's
many
like
games
you're
in
like
Atlanta.
you could look down at the
you probably
state
feel
almost.
this way because you've been to Atlanta
About a million times.
a million times.
Yeah.
Whether a Final Four or a college football national championship
Football,
game,
basketball, concerts, you name it.
Chick-fil-A Bowl,
Bennett dome for everything.
So for whatever reason, I feel like even though I haven't been to a game at Georgia, I feel like tangentially.
That's totally different stuff. No.
It's a different environment.
Athens is a different deal completely.
Yeah, but I just think it's fun. I was just talking to someone about just fandom in America because last year when we went to Argentina, we went to a Boca Juniors game, and I declared that like the craziest sports experience that I have ever been to and probably ever will go because we experience things here and they just feel like an SEC game feels crazy.
Right.
Then you go to a soccer game in Argentina and you might die.
You could die.
So there's a difference there, but at the top of what we have, I do think the high power college football experience is one of the best fan experiences that you can seek. Whether it be the SEC, I think the Big Ten is anywhere that cares matters. That's what I grew up thinking. Anywhere you could go to Boise, go to Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho, and it's a great time.
I don't have a bucket list type of thing, so I'm not like trying to knock things off my list. But I have had this thing where I've done all this stuff and I have access to all this stuff. I don't want to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care. Like, when I wake up on a Saturday during college football season, if I'm being completely honest, you know what I want to do? I want to go play golf in the morning, and then I want to watch football on television all day long. That's what I would like to do. But my point, I want to take my kids to do this stuff.
And I think that's an exciting thing about when.
Right.
So there's no.
Like, do you have great memories about your father taking you to these things?
Yes.
That's what I need to do more of.
Sitting
Like, I want to be clear.
here
My kids have
today-
done more than most kids.
Yeah.
My kids have done more than 99.9% of kids do already. But I still wonder sometimes
shaped
if
my
I'm
entire life.
I wonder sometimes if I'm taking them to enough stuff. Like, they've been to Ole Miss, they've been to Memphis. Should I take them to Mississippi State? Should I take them to Alabama? Should I take? I can.
Yeah.
I can do this stuff. Why don't I do it? Because I'd rather just sit at home and watch football with them on TV. But should I go do these
if they
things?
like it? Like, are they interested in it?
I
Because if you're just taking them for you to take them.
No, it wouldn't.
I know, but like sometimes parents get caught, like they think they're doing something for the kid, but the kid then is like bored as hell and doesn't actually want to be there. But if you think there's a piece of them
How
that
do you
would
remember
find
it?
value, incredible.
There you go.
But it was also this idea of I loved to travel. These game experiences were a part of traveling, and that felt like being the kid of a flight attendant and a college conference commissioner. I think in my genes was like, you want to be on an airplane as much as humanly possible.
Right.
And so it was the entire experience of it. It was getting to go to a
All that,
hotel and
right.
going to explore a new city. And my parents were so big on like, if you're someplace new, you're going to learn the history of the city. You're going to go to a museum. And I liked museums.
Right.
I thought it was interesting. So like collectively, that experience always was really important to me. So I'd recommend it.
All right.
Go to as many as you can.
Okay. Well, let's not overdo it. But
Take
like
'em to-
some.
Take them to like, have they gone to Duke?
That's the stuff I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, I can take my kids to Cameron Indoor. Yeah. There are adults watching us right now
Who would kill to.
And I have the ability to do that. I might not have the ability to do that forever. I might not have these jobs forever.
Yeah.
I could die any day.
As you mentioned, regularly.
Just like that influencer's kid. You know what I'm
You
saying?
could stumble into your leaf-filled pool.
I could slip into my leaf-filled pool.
You never know.
My pool looks great. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
All right.
I'm sorry. You have money now.
We've done a little better since then.
You've grown up.
I've grown up. We've done a little better. The pool looks great.
Oh, congratulations.
Okay. Okay. I'll send you a picture. Yeah, I don't know if I'll always be able to do these things, and I don't want to look back and go, I should have taken them more.
I will say the one thing, like my recommendation, if you do take them too, is just like drive into them how fortunate. Don't take for granted that you're having these experiences.
Yeah,
Like, almost to the nth degree.
That doesn't work.
Okay.
I've tried to talk to my
I
children.
was like almost to the point of like shamed of like, you are so lucky to be. Do you know how many people would kill to? And to that point, like up until this, honest to God truth, I would not leave a game early.
Right.
It drove Chris in. We're sitting at Warriors, Knicks, Madison Square Garden around Christmas. Warriors are down 20. Steph Curry's hurt. He's out. And I'm like, we have to stay to the end of this game. And he's like, no, we
Right.
don't. And I'm like, yes, we do. And it just hit me. I was at the USC Washington game with my mom last fall, and it was pouring rain. and it was halftime, and USC was losing, and we just looked at each other and we said, "Should we?"
That's the way I am.
Go?
I'm a big believer in.
But that was so the antithesis of everything that had been how we approached anytime you had the chance to go to a sporting event, and it felt so good. We got in that car, and we were warm, and we drove home.
I believe in the idea
on the
of
radio.
sunken cost. I do not subscribe to, well, this is what we said we were going to do, and we've already paid for it. We have to do it.
You can adjust, adapt to the moment.
Are we doing what we want to be doing right now? If the answer is no, let's do something else.
Yeah.
We had this experience Christmas several years ago. We went to Disney World for Halloween. Magic Kingdom. No, not Halloween. Christmas.
Okay.
We've done both. This sounds stupid, but now I just sound like an asshole.
Wow, both?
Yeah. But like we went for Christmas, and it was Christmas Day, and we went to the Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
And we got up early, and then we were there by 9, and the parade was at noon. And after it was so crowded and so hot.
Yeah.
And I just looked at my wife and my children, and I was like, "Is anybody enjoying this? Anybody? Like everybody
That's
gets
a good way to put it.
Everybody gets a vote. Like you having fun because there's nowhere to sit down and eat. There's nowhere. The lines to like the normal thing are a mile long. It was really so crowded you couldn't walk. It was like shoulder to shoulder anywhere in the park. They closed the park. It was one of the few times in the history of the Magic Kingdom they shut it down. They wouldn't let anybody else in. And I looked around and I said, "We have paid for this, and this is what we were planning to do: to stay here all day and all night." Is that what anybody wants to do? Is anybody having fun? I'm not making the decision. I'm asking questions. And it was unanimous. This is what we're doing right now is not enjoyable. Okay, then let's find something that is and go do that. And we left. We left at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It didn't matter that we had paid to be there all day and planned to be there all day. It's not fun, so let's change it up.
Yeah.
I'd leave games early. I'll leave anything early. Parties, dinners, doesn't matter to me.
My dad really regretted driving, has had many times regretted driving that mentality into my head. Like, I'll never forget being at that Alabama Notre Dame national championship game, the Monte Teo year where Alabama they were up like 21-0 in heartbeat. And we stayed for that whole, and he was like, "This is not what I meant."
Back to it, and then I'll get you out of here on the subject of.
I have Food Truck Friday to get to.
Yeah, I know you do. I'm not going to keep you.
Thank you.
From that. But you hear, like what you said, make sure just cram it into their head. Like, you be appreciative. Not everybody gets to do this.
Yeah.
My experience, at least, is that we do try to talk to our children about that. It doesn't resonate. It just doesn't. And I think that's probably true with most parents and most kids.
Yeah.
What has been helpful, and I don't want to start telling other people's stories, but our oldest son has a girlfriend. She's the sweetest, and she has been able to make him understand, like, you get to do a lot of things.
Yes.
And like you should like, don't take this literally. The
Don't
things
take
you
this
said,
for granted.
we should say. She says out loud to all of our children, like feels like a part of the family now, and she's helped them understand that in ways that we couldn't. Does that make sense? They wouldn't hear it from us, but they'll listen to her.
But it's interesting that they won't hear it from you, because it's not like you were doing this when you were a kid, and that was like, my parents came from nothing.
I mean, I never want to say I came from nothing, because that feels disrespectful to my parents, who worked hard and loved me and provided for me. But I didn't.
And that's not even with my parents.
But I didn't grow up like my kids are growing up.
Really hard worker. My grandpa worked in the steel industry, and my other grandpa was a high school football. Like, it took him a long time to get on an assistant coaching job. Like, being a college football coach didn't used to, especially at the Division II University of Puget Sound level, was nothing. But like. Anyway, all that to say, it's not like they were having those things. So my parents would always revert back to like, well, when I grew up, I never in a million years got to go to Disneyland. Like, do you know how lucky you are to go to Disneyland? I don't know. It just hit me. But I do think sometimes when you hear it from somebody else who says, like, hey, I've never done any of those, then sometimes you're like, oh, shoot, I'm an a-hole. Like, I feel like a jerk for having this experience.
So perfect example of this was the golf tournament this past weekend. Yeah. Me and my little guys went. Kel was out of town, but we took, like, my little guy's on a baseball team, football team, and he's got a little buddy, Bo, who's on the team, and Bo's dad's Kelvin coaches the football team. So we took Kelvin and Bo with us, invited them to go, and they went with us. And they were just like, it was Kelvin and Bo's first time to ever go to TPC Southwind and see the golf tournament.
Right.
So I got to my kids got to feel that excitement, and I think that was helpful a little bit.
Yes.
Because my kids are out there all the time, just running around. They think it's their golf course.
Someone new who's experiencing helps like reignite.
Yeah, they don't walk into TPC Southwind and like go, wow. They think it's their golf course. Yeah. They just run around there all the time. They think it's theirs.
I think it would be harder today too for kids, because you are inundated with so many. Like, I'm so grateful I didn't have social media when I would have been such a little brat. I'd be like, look where I am. I used to check into games on Facebook, and I would think, I'm like, checking in from the horrible Wi-Fi at the Final Four. But like these days, you'd make a TikTok about it. Like, it would be nauseating how much you would post. But I do think that makes it harder because the inclination would be for you to post about it and to brag about it in a kind of nasty way. But then you're also seeing that from other people. So it feels like more people are doing a lot of things. And so then you're playing like the rat race of like, well, so-and-so's doing this, so I got to try to do this. I'm glad I'm not a kid in 2025.
I'm glad I'm not a kid in 2025 too.
But I am glad that I'm a Memphis Grizzlies employee who has access to Food Truck Friday.
It's Food Truck Friday. That's your cue. I want you to get down there. I want you to scout everything out, and then I want you to text into our Algeria Strong.
You got it.
Group text.
We're back to the Algeria Strong group text instead of Bennett was gone because he left us on what looked like a great trip.
And we started a different group text, didn't we?
We did, the chicken clusters.
Chicken crispers.
Crispers.
I sent you and CJ a picture of a chicken crisper.
That's the picture that I used for the profile picture of the group chat.
They looked good, didn't it?
They did. I thought to myself, maybe I should go get a chicken crisper.
They got them at Memphis International.
Well, I'm there Thursday.
Oh, go.
I'm going to be eating dinner at Memphis International.
Oh, Chili's.
So I think I'm going to Chili's.
Get chicken crispers with honey mustard and some Southwestern egg rolls.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's healthy.
Oh. If you see me at Memphis International eating my chicken crisper, no, you didn't.
Oh, you're going to feel disgusted when you're done with that.
That would be so fun if I was eating chicken crispers and someone came up and was like, hell yeah.
They're good. I don't know if they're good for you.
Yeah.
In fact, I know they're not.
Yeah.
But they are good. I want you to report back.
What is milk?
Milk is good for you.
Come on.
It won't make your bones stronger, but it'll make your cereal better. That should be the milk slogan.
Sure.
Milk. It doesn't actually make your bones stronger, but it makes your cereal better.
Or your Oreos.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty
Great
good
for
slogan.
a cookie.
That's not a bad slogan. You dip your Oreos?
Yeah.
Is it a must? Or can you take an Oreo roll?
I don't normally have. I can always take
sounded awful.
Goodbye, Gary. I am out.
See ya.
We were doing so well on this.
You know what I mean. Could you eat an Oreo without milk? That's what I meant.
Yes.
I can too.
All the time.
How you feel about Oreo thin?
They kind of piss me off, if I'm being honest.
Somebody
if I'm
said,
eating an Oreo,
I heard
just don't really care.
heard somebody suggest that an Oreo thin actually better than an Oreo, and I didn't understand.
No, that is.
It didn't make any sense.
You're lying to
You're
yourself.
lying to yourself.
You are absolutely lying to yourself.
That's what liars say to
There's
themselves.
our girl Darby has some Reese's peanut butter cup thins.
I saw them, and you know why I think she got them?
And I thought about having one. So that people would stop eating the candy.
That's
in
what
her
I think it
bucket.
is. I see a whole Reese's
To be
cup.
fair, worked on me.
I see a whole Reese's cup. I'm like, Darby ain't here.
Yeah.
Derek ain't gonna tell on me. But I see a Reese's thin,
and I'm like, I don't need those.
I'm like, I don't even
Why am I
want a
gonna waste
Reese's
the calories
thin.
on a
Like,
Reese's
it's not
thin?
even worth stealing a Reese's thin.
I agree.
I think Darby outsmarted us.
Smart girl.
I picked up on that.
Dang.
I picked up on it. Report back in Algeria Strong.
Gotcha.
I need to know your 1, 2, 3 in order. We will not say it on air.
Okay.
Because I'm not trying to disparage any food truck.
No.
But you'll help us know where to go.
I know.
All right.
And let us know the line situation.
And let us know the line
You got
situation.
it.
Let us know whether there's normal people out there
There's
or not. I don't like it when the normals get involved.
I don't think the normals are allowed.
I hope not.
I don't know.
I hope not.
I don't want to kick. I don't build walls. I open doors.
In theory, same. But Food Truck
But
Friday's
Food
a
Truck
different
Friday's
deal.
different.
Food Truck Friday's a different deal.
Everybody has their one difference.
In my one difference is Food Truck Friday.
Yeah.
All right, go report back.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'll see you later. That's Jessica Benson. She's going to report back about Food Truck Friday. When we come back, a couple of ESPN writers have published bowl projections over at ESPN.com. Where do they have Ryan Silverfield's Tigers going? I'll tell you next. Gary Parrish Show presented by Ortho South.
Preseason Box to Row Coaches Bowl has come out. Jackson State sits there at number 1. This is the third time in the poll's history that Jackson State has been the preseason number 1 team in the nation. And then Tennessee State being at 5, that really surprised me.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Let's go,
Speaking of Adidas, are these the hardened 10s?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess so.
From what
You guys don't
speculation-
sound too excited. It kind of looks like when you flush the toilet in the water.
Yeah, it's like a whirlpool.
Want to be phone positive? Yeah. Want to be phone positive?
Or artists just making some paint up and they just.
Looks like phone positive material.
Yeah, or a
Yeah,
thumbprint.
like-
The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
The NBA announced their Dunk of the Year yesterday. It was voted on by the fans, and it went to Ja Morant for his double clutch through Porzingis and Derek White. The call of it was excellent. That game we hung on to for a long time last season, but it was a spectacular dunk.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. That's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays in the evenings and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth at orthosouth.org. Now, I got 5 more things you need to know.
Number 1.
A couple of writers over at ESPN.com have published bowl projections for the 2025 college football season. One of them is Mark Schlaball, our old buddy. The other one, Kyle Bonagura, who, of course, worked for ESPN.com. You want to know where they got the Tigers going? I can tell you.
Well, I hope it's one of the. It's not one of the CFPs, is it? It's not one of the CFPs. I don't even know. I don't even know at this point which ones are which.
Well, let me say this.
Yep.
As you know, a non-Power 5 conference champion does have access to the 12-team college football playoff. And Memphis's path to the playoff will always be tied to that. Can you be the highest-ranked conference champion outside of the SEC, Big Ten, ACC, and Big 12? This year, at least these two writers, they both had that spot in the playoff, the 12 seed.
To Boise.
To Boise State.
Yeah.
They got to
Makes sense. They're ranked higher. Yep.
Hey, but you got to play it on the field.
That's right. Sure do.
Don't get to decide it in preseason rankings, Bennett.
You got a favorable schedule, though.
You got to decide it on the field.
Yeah,
We're going to decide it on the field. Here's where they got the Tigers going. Mark's got Memphis playing in the Go Military Bowl on December 27th against Virginia Tech at the Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland.
I don't hate that.
My initial reaction was, well, that'll be cool for them to go to the Naval Academy. I've been there. It's a cool place. And then I was like, oh, they've been there a million times.
They go there
all the time.
Yeah.
So it's not as cool.
Yeah. I always, I like playing a Power 5 team, right? Like that's always a.
I would always rather do that.
I would always rather
Otherwise,
do that.
it's just two little guys beating up on each other.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I like to see how
Of course,
you
the problem with this
the big dogs.
dynamic is that when you do play the power conference team, if you lose to them, they say, see, you're just a non-power 4.
Right.
And if you beat them, you know what they say? Well, they didn't even care.
They didn't care, right?
Yeah, it's
I know,
always so.
that's
It's
BS.
it's always you're running into that. Kyle's got Memphis playing in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. On January 2nd. TCU against Memphis in Fort Worth, Texas.
Damn.
TCU in Fort Worth.
Can we go somewhere? First off, that's not fair. Second off,
It's not fair.
Can we go somewhere like fun for the players? Like, give me a break.
Fort Worth or Annapolis?
Annapolis is cool, but like you said, they go there all the time.
Send me to the beach.
Yeah, man.
Send me to the beach.
Send our guys somewhere tropical.
Send me to the beach.
Yeah.
Curious about the Liberty Bowl? What they got projected for the Liberty Bowl?
I'll say they have. Well, what is the Liberty Bowl now? I never know anymore. Like, what is the? It's not SEC Big 10 or Big 12. I mean,
it is. Well,
is it an SEC Big 12? No.
Here's what they have.
Yeah.
All right. Won't you let me ask the question?
Go ahead.
Did you see that on the Taylor Swift, Jason Kelsey, Travis Kelsey podcast? Taylor was going through the track list for the upcoming album, 12 tracks, right, on the album. And she was like, in track number 4, or whatever it was. She was like, in track number 4, It's called Elizabeth Taylor. And then Travis is like, Jason, you know who Elizabeth Taylor is? And he's like, he clearly just does not know who Elizabeth Taylor is. And then she's like, and track 5 is something else. And Travis is like, hey, Jason, do you know what this is? And he's like, hey, let's stop asking Jason if he knows stuff. Because here's what you find out about those guys.
Yeah.
And like, they're awesome, right? They're stereotypical football players.
For sure. Yeah.
And I'm emphasizing the term stereotype. It could just be a stereotype. But they are stereotypical. Like it was hilarious, but not shocking that Jason Kelce had never heard of Elizabeth Taylor. Although you tell me, is that a crazy thing should Jason Kelce know who Elizabeth Taylor is?
Probably. I mean, she's like kind of an icon.
I know,
I would think you should know that.
Like how old is Jason Kelce? Like, is he old enough to where Elizabeth Taylor, she out the game by the time Jason Kelce was.
I mean, he can't be that much younger than me.
You're 38?
Yeah, how old's Jason Kelce? I bet he's around there.
See, here's what you're doing. Yeah. You're wondering about things you don't have to wonder about. You just got to type Jason Kelce age. He's 37.
There you go.
So if you're 38 and you know Elizabeth Taylor, you think Jason Kelce should know?
Yes.
All right. And perhaps I should know the exact conference makeup of the Liberty Bowl. But, I'm a little bit like Jason Kelce when it comes to that.
I'll say they've got Arkansas and Kansas State. How about that?
No, but they should be.
Doesn't that make sense?
Feels like they're here every year. Feels like the Liberty Bowl every year is Arkansas against Kansas State, or Iowa State.
Yeah. It's got to be either Kansas State or Iowa State. Is one of them on the list?
No.
Is it one of them on that? No.
But
Texas Tech.
But oh man, if it just give me a good Iowa State. That is what it always is.
It's what it always is.
Mark has Baylor against Oklahoma.
That's pretty good.
I mean, it's two big names, but like by definition, if Baylor and Oklahoma end up here, things have gone bad for them.
Oh yeah, I'm saying I think that they would bring fans. Like that's pretty good.
Kansas and Florida. That's what Cal has. Kansas,
that's pretty good too.
Kansas against Florida.
Yeah, I would like that.
Okay, all right.
I would love either of those for the Liberty Bowl. I think either of those you'd be happy with.
If I'm Ryan Silverfield, I'm printing this out and I'm taking it to the locker room. You know what I'm saying? Guys, do you guys want to spend New Year's? Guys, what do you want to do? You want to spend New Year's in a nap? You want to spend Christmas? This is what I would do if I'm Ryan Silverfield. I'd walk in there, I'd print this out, I'd hold it up. I'd say, guys, Mark and Kyle have weighed in over at ESPN.com. Would you like to spend Christmas in Annapolis or New Year's in Fort Worth? Or let's just win all the games and go play in the college football playoff.
Yeah, I like that plan.
Mark is trying to send you to Annapolis for Christmas. Kyle is trying to send you to Fort Worth for New Year's. But you know where we're trying to send ourselves? College football playoff. F the haters.
Yep.
That would be my message.
Me too.
I'd put it on a bulletin board.
Me too.
Number 2.
All right, wild story. Tell me what you make of this, Bennett. There's this fella named Peter, all right? I guess that's his first problem. Peter Wong.
Okay. Yikes.
His name's Peter Wong.
Okay.
Somebody didn't think this through, did they?
No, not at all.
Somebody didn't think this through.
Yeah,
Fella's name is Peter Wong, and he was on a flight, an American Airlines flight, and goes into the lavatory. That's a fancy word for the bathroom, for the pisser. All right. Goes in there, and he's in there for a while, and the flight attendants, they ain't dummies. They've been doing this for a little bit. Yep. They know what it looks like when you're doing something in the lavatory you ain't supposed to be doing. So they knock on the door. Hey, you okay? Everything okay in there? Everything okay in there? Is everything okay? They ain't really getting much of a response. So at some point, you got to make sure everything's okay in there. So flight attendant opens the door. It opens. Peter Wong is standing there. He's vaping.
There's video of this, right?
He's vaping.
I've seen it. I've seen the video.
Okay.
Yep.
He's vaping. She's like, "Hey, listen, you can't be vaping in here, right? That's crazy. That's against the law. You're breaking the law right now." So they land safely, and authorities are sitting there waiting to talk to Peter Wong, and they're like, "Yo, man, you know you can't do that. What are you doing? Why are you causing problems in the air?" All right. Fast forward to this week, and you know what Peter Wong's doing? He has filed a police report against this flight attendant, saying that she exposed his genitals because he was in the bathroom. He had his dingling out. I don't know why you got to vape with your dingling out, but you ever vape with your dingling out?
Probably.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, probably. All right. So he's vaping with his ding-a-ling out. She opens the door. She's like, "You can't be vaping." And he's like, "My ding-a-ling's out. What are you doing?" And he's filed a police report saying that she exposed his genitals to the plane and assaulted him by trying to take his phone and whatever. How you feel about this?
Well, first off, he's breaking the law like by vaping on a plane. So I
think it starts with him.
I think it starts with him. I mean, I can understand.
To quote the great Michael Jackson, he might need to look at the man in the mirror.
And I don't know how we would be able to win this because, again, like if they thought that there was something concerning going on, I'm pretty sure they have the right to open the lavatory.
Well, of course. Otherwise, you just go in the lavatory and, do coke all day and just like stay in there until the end.
Yeah. So, I mean, he can say she opened the door and exposed my genitals.
Yeah,
but
you know what they did for 5 minutes before they opened that door? They knocked on that door and asked you to respond and you weren't responding.
Right.
You're being a jerk.
They're going to say that they thought that there was a medical emergency and they had no choice but to open the door. And also you're breaking the law in there. So I don't know how he wins this, and I think he's an idiot for filing a police report.
I don't know Peter Wong, but he strikes me as the type of guy I would hate.
Also, I've saw the video, and he looks like a total jackass. Like if you watch that video, you want to punch him in the face.
I want to punch him in the face.
Yes.
And it's been like, I can't even remember the last time I punched somebody in the face. It might have been 5th grade.
Yeah.
I might not have punched anybody since 5th grade. I wouldn't mind punching this fella in the face.
Yeah.
I hate people like this.
Oh, me too. And he's trying to do like the gotcha thing, like you doing this to me, blah blah, with his phone. It's the most. I hate people like that.
Obviously, you can overreact to anything, and there is a scenario where a flight attendant could have overreacted to this situation. If the evidence suggested that the flight attendant broke the door open and then shot a fire extinguisher in Peter Wong's face, I'd be like, yo, the flight attendant was out of hand. That's crazy. That's not the way you reacted. But this one was just doing her job. All right? You're the one making her job more difficult. I'm not saying there's never exceptions to this rule, but this is kind of a rule for me. I don't need to hear about all the back and forth stuff. Back me up to the beginning. Tell me what started this. Whether I'm talking to my kids, anybody.
Yeah.
Louis just did this. Oliver just did this. Or it's like two friends at work, and then so-and-so said this. And did you hear what so-and-so did? Hey, I don't need to hear all this. Back me up to the beginning.
Right.
Back me up to, if you were starting a story at the beginning, where we start. And if you do that here, because that's usually who I'm going to blame.
Yep.
Back me up to the beginning, because sometimes everything that happened after the beginning can be justified by the beginning. Can you believe so-and-so said that to me? Well, what did you say to him? What did you say to her? Well, yeah, after you said that, I can see how somebody might respond that way. In a vacuum, perhaps this person shouldn't have said that to you. But you said this first, and I know that gets into very third grade stuff. You started it, you said it first. But I'm a big believer in back up to the beginning and tell me how this got started. Then I can figure out who's to blame. If you do that here, you know what you find out? This asshole smoking in the plane bathroom where you know you ain't supposed to be doing that.
Right.
You caused the problem.
Sure did.
This all starts with you doing something
Sure does,
you're
buddy.
not supposed to do. Everything that happens after that is a byproduct of you doing something you weren't supposed to do. And because you were doing something you weren't supposed to do, this woman had to do something she probably didn't want to do, but it's her job. And if your genitalia got showed, that's on you. Because again, let's back up to the beginning. Why was the door opened by the flight attendant? Because you were doing something you weren't supposed to do. I'm team flight attendant.
Me too.
I'm team flight attendant. I'm anti-Peter Wong. And broadly speaking, I'm anti-people who don't know how to act on a plane.
Same.
Sit
They
down.
are the worst. Sit down and shut up. Put your AirPods in.
Download a movie. Put on your AirPods. Get a drink. Take an edible. Do whatever you need to do to get through the flight. And shut up. And sit there and act like a normal person.
And you don't have to stand up when the plane lands.
Holy shit. You don't.
We're all going to go in order anyways. I'm going to sit down until it gets to my seat, and then I'm going to get up and get my bag and walk off the plane. We don't have to stand.
I'm a window seater. I always sit at the window. Not because I like to look out the window, but because I hate people. The last thing I do before getting on a plane is go to the bathroom. to ensure that I don't have to go to the bathroom while I'm on the plane.
Yeah,
all
of
right?
course.
Not everybody takes that level of responsibility.
Not at all.
I don't want to be sitting on the aisle in a movie, asleep, doing whatever I'm doing, and then you'd be like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. Can you let me
You
out?
should go before we got on the plane.
You should have gone before we got on the plane. That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's what I did. All right? Because now I got to get up. Let's say I'm working on a column. This is a very real thing that could be happening. I'm on a plane. I'm working on a column. I'm sitting on the aisle. I got the computer out. I'm writing. I'm locked in. Buddy over here is like, hey, I got to go to the bathroom. Can you let me up? Put the tray table up. Get up. Now I sit back down. Can I pull my computer out now? I guess I could.
No, they're coming back.
They're coming back. You're going to have to do the same thing.
Gotta wait till they get done.
In 4 minutes. Now you just lost me about 10 minutes of this flight because you didn't go to the bathroom before we got on the flight. All right? So I try to avoid that. I'm going to sit on the window so that I don't get bothered by somebody else. But every once in a while, I'll be flying with my kids. And they like to sit on the window so they can look out the window, right? Because they're kids. So this happened. This is a real thing that happened at some point this summer. Sitting with Lou. He's on the window. I'm on the aisle. We land. They do that bing, that little beep noise. And half the plane stands up immediately.
Why?
So I'm trying to figure out what it was. I want to make sure I might be telling this story slightly wrong. Here's the basics of it. It's me and then maybe Louie and then maybe somebody on the window. Or maybe I can't remember, but we land, most people get up. This guy is now over here. He needs me to get up to let me out. And he's like, excuse me. And I'm like, what? And he's like, you getting out? I was like, bro, where are you going?
You're not going. Are you just staying in the aisle on top of everybody? Why?
Like, where are you going? And he's like, I just want to get up and get my bag. I said, okay. I usually don't even talk to these people, but I was just like, why now? Because the whole point was for you to get up, I got to get up, and I don't want to get up. There's nowhere to go. So I was finally just like, where do you think you're going? I just want to get up and get my bag. Okay. So I get up. Then I sit back down. This guy's just standing in the aisle like everybody else standing in the aisle. I sit back down. Lou sits down beside me here. And then you get all these people getting up in the back of the plane, and they're just like coming up through the plane like, excuse me, got a connection to whatever. And it was like total chaos of exiting this plane. And these people come by, and at some point Lou's like, all right, Dad, let's go. And I, louder than I otherwise would, said, Lou, there's an order to this thing. That aisle's going to get out. Then we're going to get out. Then that aisle's going to get out. Then we're going to get out. Then the aisle. That's the way it's supposed to go. So, Lou, we're going to sit right here, and we're going to wait until it's our turn to get up, and then we'll get up, because that's the way civilized people handle this situation.
That's right.
And half the people looked at me like, thank you for saying that. And the other half the people looked at me like I was crazy.
That's all. That tells you everything you need to know about those people.
It tells me everything I need to know with those people.
Yeah.
All right? So I'm a big believer in act right on a plane.
Yes.
Act like you've been there before.
Yes.
Sit down when you're supposed to sit down. Get up when you're supposed to get up. Don't get up before you're supposed to get up. Don't vape in the bathroom.
Simple.
It's simple. Like, sneak some edibles on the plane and take them.
Yeah.
Just sit in your stupid little seat and eat edibles on the plane. Yeah. You don't have to go to the bathroom for this.
Number 3.
Weapons. 1 weekend. $100 million already at the box office, and is now projected alongside with Sinners to go down as two of the biggest horror movies of this decade. I know you've seen Sinners. Have you seen Weapons?
I saw it last night.
Okay.
I'm so proud of myself because
I'm proud of you too.
I've been looking forward to this movie for a long time. And it's one of those that I really didn't want to get any spoil. And I'm so proud of myself because I muted the word weapons. I was able to live on the internet for a full week without getting anything spoiled for this movie. I didn't know anything going into it. And I won't spoil it for anybody else. Like the premise of the movie is all these kids vanish in the night. That's how the movie starts. And it is.
And our little girl from Ozark is in it.
Yeah, she's in it. God, God, why can't I think of her name?
Julia Garner.
Yeah, Julia. She's great, and she's great in the movie. The director, Zach Kreger, he did this movie called Barbarian that
Have
came
you
out
seen
a few
that?
weeks. Yeah, it's and my favorite like recent horror movies, and so I was so stoked about this movie.
Okay, you ready for this?
Uh-huh.
All I've heard about, and I want to see Weapons too. I actually want to go to the theater and see this.
Yep.
But I've heard about Barbarian. I've just never seen it. I just like missed it. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But it's available on Apple and on Amazon Prime. You can stream it, rent it for like $4.
Yep.
That's what I'm doing tonight.
Yes.
I'm watching Barbarian tonight.
Oh, you don't know anything about it, right?
Nothing.
It's another one. That's what I love about this guy's style. Like you got to go into the movie knowing nothing. That's what makes it so
I
good.
don't know nothing.
And it was what makes this one awesome. He's just a good I think he's a good storyteller. I just loved how the whole thing played. There's just a lot of twists and turns, and he gives you little bits like as it's going on. It was really good. And it's been a hell of a year for horror movies, man. We are eating this year. Like you mentioned, Sinners, Weapons was great. 28 Years Later, the new Final Destination was pretty fun. There's been some good stuff. Companion, there's been some good stuff this year. This is really worth it.
97% approval on Rotten Tomatoes for Weapons. You co-sign that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And it's like I do not get scared like at the movies or anything. Like
Well, that's good. That'd be a weird place to get scared.
No, but I watch
unless
a lot.
somebody came in there with a.
I watch a lot.
AK.
Okay, can I say something by the way?
What do you want to say,
dude? Last night we're in this movie, and this dude, like, I don't know if and we got freaked out for a second. Like he's such an idiot. Like, I guess he was trying to like let his friends in the movie or something like that, and he was trying to do it through the emergency exit. And my wife's like, "What's happening right there? Like, what's going?" And it was like scary for. I was like, And I looked at her like I could tell, and I was like, "He's just an idiot. Like, he's just a dumbass that thinks he's like doing something smart." But that's scary, dude. Like,
I had a scary one at the movies. I think one of the Spider-Verse movies. We went to like a matinee, me and the boys, and we were in the bathroom after the movie.
You told me this. Yep.
Yeah. And these two teenagers come in, and this is exactly what happened. Like Lou's over there using the bathroom. I'm using the bathroom. Two teenagers come in. They put on the shiesty mask.
Yeah.
You know, they put mask on. And this is all I hear. They put their mask on, and one of them said, "You ready to do this?"
Oh, my God.
And the guy was like, "I'm ready." And he said, "All right." And I was like, what the?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be paranoid, but like,
how else are you supposed to take
I just
that?
watched two teenagers put on masks and say, "Are you ready to do this?"
Right.
That's what happened.
Yes.
And I didn't want to scare Lou. I didn't want to be like, and so I just got him, and he like walked over to wash his hands because we've taught him at least that much.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, let's just get going. He's like, "But I got to wash my hands." I said, "Come on, we'll wash our hands." And I just took his hand and briskly walked out. And he was like, "What?" And I was just like, "Hey, let's just get home. I'm ready to get home. Like, let's get to TCBY or whatever." And I just wanted to get him out of there. And nothing happened because, like, you'd have seen it on the news. Nothing happened.
Right.
But I was like, what? Because you are condemned. This is This is what trauma is.
Yes. When a bunch of people get killed in a movie theater, you think about that. Like, that's...
I spent my entire childhood going to movies, never once thought about getting shot.
Right. But when it happens...
So often...
Yeah.
Or at least more than it should, that stuff's in your head. So anything weird in a movie theater, you're like, "What's going on over here? What's going on over there? What is this about?" And I had a fearful moment.
Mm-hmm.
It resulted in nothing, but that's what trauma is. It conditions you to think these bad things are going to happen at these places where you've heard bad things happen, right? So, I find myself at movies looking around more than I normally would.
Yeah. So that happened, but anyways, like, back to like, so I don't typically get scared at horror movies because I watch a ton of them. There's some that affect me more than others. This one did scare me a little bit.
You're scared.
There was some good jump scares in this one. There definitely was. Like, there was a couple of moments when I was like, "Whoa!" Like, it was good. It was good. I definitely got home last night. I told JB, and like before I went to bed, I like peeked inside the closet just to make sure no one was in there.
That's crazy.
I know.
Now you're being
Everyone
goofy.
does that.
No.
Everyone. Yes, they do. When you get scared from a movie, you definitely look in the closet before you go to bed just to double double check and make sure nobody's in there.
Why would somebody be in your closet, Bennett?
I know no one's in my closet, but everyone has done that.
No.
Yes.
When you're a kid, maybe, but an adult.
Dude, I know.
There is nothing you should be able to see in a film that makes you concerned about when you get home there might be someone hiding in your closet.
I swear to God.
I can't connect those dots.
I know no one's hiding in my closet. I know that. And I knew it before I checked, but it's just one of those things. Like when you get scared, you're like, I'm just going to, just for peace of mind before I go to sleep, I'm just going to like look in here real quick, make sure everything's
that makes
good.
no sense to me. That's stupid. That's a stupid thing to do. I went and saw an R-rated movie tonight. Therefore, someone might be in my closet. Doesn't make any sense to me.
I know it doesn't make sense. I'm just telling you, that's how it is.
Well, I'm glad nobody was in your closet last night.
No, it was good.
I would like to get to weapons at some point.
Yeah.
But on the agenda tonight.
Yeah, watch Barbarian first, then go see Weapons like next week or something. Go in the order.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, Zach Kreger's the director. He's great.
Shouts to Zach Kreger.
Big fan of his.
Me too, I guess.
Number 4.
We got a doubleheader NFL preseason tonight. Are you ready? I know you're ready.
I'm so fired up.
Titans and Falcons got to kick it off 6 o'clock NFL Network. Yeah. Cam Ward is expected to play 2 series. That's what I read.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's been getting a little chippy. They've been practicing with the Falcons all week. It's been getting a little chippy because, that's Calvin Ridley's former team.
Oh, yeah.
And remember he had like the gambling stuff and got suspended and all that. Yeah. But they've been talking. They've been getting into some scuffles a little bit. So I'm excited about this one. And I just want to see Cam. Here's what I want. Last week, it wasn't until the second drive that he kind of got comfortable and got going a little bit. I want to see first drive.
Right from the jump.
Let's move the ball.
You want to see him move the ball
Let's
right
move
from
the
the
ball
jump?
Down the field. Let's get a couple first downs, maybe a field goal, but love a touchdown.
Would love a touchdown.
But let's get a nice drive going on that first offensive possession.
All right, the Titans are 3-point favorites, but Katie Mox told us do not bet on NFL preseason.
I'm going to pass.
I'm going to let you navigate that yourself. 6 o'clock NFL Network, Titans, Falcons, and then at 9 o'clock on NFL Network, we get Chiefs Seahawks. So if you want to watch football, like real life football, till about midnight tonight, you'll have a shot to do it.
Yeah, and who knows? Because like the preseason's different this year with 3 games instead of 4. But Mahomes did play a series last week, so you might see him again tonight. So it's a pretty fun doubleheader. It looks like.
What about Killer Trav?
He was on the field too. Yeah, he was on the field too. So you might see Travis Kelce play too tonight.
All right, I'll have it on a screen. I'll put it on a screen, I guess.
Number 5.
BMW Championship is underway, the second round, up in Maryland at Cays Valley Golf Club. And your leader at this point, Robert McIntyre, has been wild. Have you seen this guy?
What's going on?
Okay, so yesterday, he fired an 8 under 62 to take a big lead.
Okay.
I believe it was a 3-shot lead after round 1. At one point, he made 6 straight birdies. Like, he went 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 6 straight birdies. Birdie, 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 birdie. The PGA Tour's playoff began in 2007, so roughly 2 decades ago. Nobody had ever done 6 straight birdies in any playoff event in any round ever. Not Tiger, not Rory, not Scotty, not anybody. Robert McIntyre did it yesterday. Then he comes back and he's 3 under so far through 8 today. So he's sitting at 11 under par right now. He has a 4-shot lead over
Scotty,
our old friend Tommy Fleetwood.
Oh, come on, Tommy. No, this is a better spot for Tommy. We don't want to play with the lead.
Maybe he just wants to chase Robert McIntyre for a couple days and then close it out.
I like this spot for Tommy. Don't play with the lead. Just be right there in contention and then make your push.
I'm officially rooting for Tommy Fleetwood.
I am too. I really want him to win.
I want him to get his first PGA Tour win.
I do too.
He gave one away last week. He's given them away a lot. Right now, he's 4 shots off the lead, 5 under yesterday. He's 2 under so far today. You mentioned Scotty Scheffler. He is at 4 under. He shot 4 under par in round 1. His second round doesn't get started for about another hour, scheduled to go off at 12:38. But that's the top of the leaderboard right now. Robert McIntyre, 11 under par. Fleetwood, 4 shots back. Scheffler is 7 shots back of McIntyre, but only 3 shots back of second place. He'll be there on Sunday. He'll be there.
Yes,
like
for sure.
He'll be 2 shots back,
Dude,
2 shots up. He's going to be there.
Probably he's like plus 130
Still.
right now. It's insane.
Like 7 shots back in steel because like these are long tournaments, man.
Stupid.
What the betting markets assume is that at some point Robert McIntyre will remember he's Robert McIntyre, and that 11 under that he's sitting at right now turns back into 9 under by the end of the day or tomorrow or whenever. Meantime, Scotty's just doing like a 4 under first round, a 3 under and you look up and he's sitting at 10 under par, 1 shot off the lead or whatever. He'll be there. He's there right now, tied for 4th, 12:38. Tees off this afternoon. You can watch that on the Golf Channel or Peacock or ESPN Plus or NBC. Yes, the BMW Championship second round is at different points in the day on 4 different services. Golf can get confusing like that sometimes. Be back with GP's Carryout.
What is the biggest Summer League accomplishment so far for this Grizzlies team?
Tuomas Isalo filling out his coaching staff. The Ryan Saunders hiring was essential. It was big time. You have a veteran NBA voice there.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizz, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Let's check the over-under totals. Alabama, Georgia, and Texas all at 9.5. LSU, Ole Miss, Tennessee at 8.5.
I love Ole Miss over the 8.5. I think Ole Miss can win 9.
But Ole Miss, they're gonna, Ole Miss, they're gonna lose to Arkansas week 3.
But they could go 9-3. Like Ole Miss winning 10 games
they always
is always
pull some
like
crap like that.
Ole Miss winning 10 can seem a bit of a stretch, but they can win 9.
They're gonna lose at Kentucky week 2.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes the knee off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Listen up, Grizz fans. The schedule for the 25th season of Grizzlies basketball in Memphis, it's here. Mark your calendars for big matchups and get ready for can't-miss moments inside FedEx Forum. Single game tickets, they go on sale today. In about 20 minutes, they go on sale at noon. You can call 901-888-HOOP to get tickets or visit grizzlies.com/schedule to see the schedule and get ready to secure your seats for the 2025-26 season. Again, the phone number, 901-888-HOOP, or you can dive in on the web at grizzlies.com/schedule. That's grizzlies.com/schedule. Stu GP's Carryout.
It's time for GP's Carryout. One final segment filled with stuff to take with you. It's not everything you need to know, but it's most of it. What did we miss today?
Interesting story posted over at cbssports.com about an hour ago. The preseason watch list for the Manning Award, which is handed out annually to the best quarterback in college football. The preseason watch list was published earlier today. And do you know what quarterback isn't on it? The Manning list.
Don't tell me Arch isn't on it.
Somehow Archie Manning is not on the Manning watch list.
That doesn't seem right.
It appears that perhaps freshmen are either ineligible for the preseason watch. Or no, he's not a freshman.
He's not a freshman.
Why is he not on this list?
Maybe they think it's a conflict of interest.
Like 3 of the voters are Archie, Peyton, and Eli.
It's definitely a conflict of interest. It's got to
just
be
stupid. Archie Manning, I can't promise you what he's going to be.
Right.
But I can tell you this is what he is right now. He's the starting quarterback for the #1 team in America and the favorite to win the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's going to be, but that's what he is. He's the starting quarterback for the #1 team in the country and the favorite to win the Heisman Trophy.
Okay, Nick
How
says
is that guy not on your...
Nick says he thinks it's for seniors.
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. Because it's supposed to go to the...
Best quarterback, right?
Yeah. And Archie Manning did give a quote that says, we will revisit the list midseason or whenever they do it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Just seems... If you're going to have a list of the best possible quarterbacks in this upcoming college football season, to not have the guy who is a former #1 overall prospect in high school, the starting quarterback for the #1 team in the country, and the favorite to win the Heisman Trophy. Seems like that guy should be on it somewhere.
You would think so.
And let me be clear. If there are rules or bylaws or whatever that keeps a player like him from being on the preseason watch list, you know what that means? You got stupid rules and regulations. You got dumb rules and regulations and bylaws. So fix that, because this looks silly.
What's today's biggest game?
We're going to go to the NFL.
Okay. Ugh.
Chiefs and Seahawks, 9
Preseason
o'clock.
football.
Chiefs and Seahawks.
My God.
9 o'clock. We're going to do it at Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Seahawks -3.
How did we do last night?
You lost.
Are you kidding me?
They lost
So
again.
now I'm on a bad. Now I'm on a. The Mets lost again.
They were up 3-1, lost 4-3.
Oh
They take leads
God.
every night, and then they lose
Gotta
every
be
night.
Kidding me?
If you want to
dude.
know how the Mets are doing, this is exactly what they do every game. They take a lead, and then they squander the lead, and then they lose every night, every goddamn night.
Okay, let me see. I'm looking at. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm ready.
Seahawks -3. How you gonna act?
Give me the Seahawks because they're at home and they have their quarterback situation. So Darnold will probably start. Then you got Drew Lock in there, and he's a guy that's played in a lot of NFL games. So, you know, that's pretty good. And then Jalen Milroe, the third string quarterback. So that's pretty good. Like, I think we got a better because, okay, so the Chiefs have Minshew behind. He'll play most of the game probably if Mahomes does like a series. And then behind Minshew, it is, who's the quarterback? Bailey Zappi and Chris.
That guy's still around?
We're going Seahawks. We just like the quarterback situation better tonight.
Got to lay points.
Yeah.
Bennett says he's laying points. Seattle -3. That's the play. 9 o'clock NFL Network.
What are we watching on TV?
I think we got to do SmackDown.
Yeah.
On USA Network.
I heard something very concerning today. That I heard laying on with Jessica and Roser this morning, and he said that right now, if you have Xfinity cable, which I do, apparently you cannot get the WWE Premium Live events with Xfinity. That you would have to actually buy that direct-to-consumer package that's coming out. I don't know. That better not be true. That better not be true.
You worried? You concerned?
They'll work it out. They have to. That's one of the bigger providers in the country. They have to work that out.
I feel confident that I'm going to be able to watch whatever I want to watch.
I better be, or else I'm going to throw a huge fit. Someone will hear about it.
Somebody's going to have to hear about this.
Yeah.
John Cena's now a baby face again.
Well, and rightfully so. In his right place.
That whole little thing they did is just going to go down as like, when you look back on it, it's going to be
That
like,
was dumb.
It just didn't work.
No.
I don't know that it was dumb because the initial shock
you're right.
worked. The initial shock was like, oh, wow.
It was not dumb.
But it didn't work.
Because The Rock just left.
It just didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work. It just never felt right.
I think we'll find out more about the Travis Scott thing. Obviously, that
they all
relationship, that relationship fell apart.
Have you noticed a pattern, by the way? Everybody who knows Travis Scott starts to hate him after a while. Everybody in WWE, Kylie Jenner, King Push.
Interesting.
Yeah, you hang around Travis Scott for a little while. You're interested in you're fascinated by the energy, and then at some point you're like, this guy's too much. I don't want him around anymore. That's what Kylie did. That's what WWE did. That's what King Push did.
Sounds like a trend.
Could be a trend.
Yeah.
Could be a trend. Hey.
I'll watch that.
You following this Naomi stuff?
What's going on with Naomi?
So she was supposed to defend her title last week against Io Sky, maybe Monday night against Io Sky, right? Naomi's a champion now.
Yeah, she's the champ.
She's on a come up. The internet's speculating that she might be pregnant.
Oh.
You know who her significant other is?
Jey Uso.
Big Jim.
No, Jey Uso.
Big Jim.
Are you sure?
Big Jim. Jim Uso. Jimmy.
Is she with Jimmy? I think she's with Jay.
Bennett.
I'm 90% sure she's with Jey Uso.
She's with Big Jim.
I've gone around forever thinking that she was with Jey Uso.
You've been living a lie.
Yeah. That's crazy.
You've been living a lie.
I really have.
No, Naomi loves Big Jim, not Jay.
Wow. That is shocking.
There's some thought on the internet that Jimmy and Naomi are expecting a child. How do you feel about that?
Be a beautiful child.
Would be.
Yeah.
Would be. I think so too. But what do you feel about you're at the height of your career? This is as good as it's ever got for Naomi.
Yeah.
And now you're pregnant.
Well, Becky Lynch came back and she's back, she's a star in the WWE.
But that is something I don't think we recognize enough, that if you are a woman professional athlete,
it changes you, yeah.
Like Serena was never the same after she had a child.
Right.
She just wasn't. It doesn't have to be the end of your competitive career, but it does break. It's a break in your competitive career. Best case scenario. The best case scenario is you have to step away from what it is you've been doing to start your family. And men, those of us over here, we're not asked to do that. Like I had my children and went right back to work very quickly.
Yeah.
I didn't have to miss a year of competition or 2 years of column writing. But if you're a professional athlete, a woman, and you decide to start a family, that really might take 2 years out of your...
Yeah.
And you only have so many years to do this. And here's Naomi. She finally reaches the pinnacle of her sport.
That's right.
And now, allegedly, she could be having to step away from WWE.
We shall see.
We shall see. We shall see. Hey, either way, I'm just happy for her. I think that's what you're supposed to say.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm happy for her. My mind is still blown.
Apologize to Big Jim.
I'm so sorry, Big Jim.
You've got
I'm
Big
a
Jim's
huge
brother
fan.
banging his wife.
Yeah, I have literally gone around for a decade thinking that she was with Jey Uso.
What's wrong with you, Oos?
I don't know. I got issues. I got my own issues.
Jay eats. Jimmy impregnates. I think that's where we're at.
Allegedly.
Jay
Allegedly.
eats and Jimmy impregnates.
Yeah.
That's the way the Uso brothers.
Yeah.
That's the way that breaks down.
Right.
Jay eats. Jimmy impregnates.
Got it.
All right.
What's the best thing we've read?
Over at ESPN.com, they've got the results of the NCAA's investigation, the punishment into Michigan's football program. Pete Thamel, Dan Wetzel co-bylined it. Michigan is going to face a series of fines that could eclipse $30 million. They could be hit with a $30 million fine, but no postseason ban. Head coach gets a 1-game suspension. Came down on Harbaugh pretty bad, but he's in the NFL, so who cares about that? If you want all the details on the NCAA's Committee of Infractions punishment for the University of Michigan, and it's all tied to that advanced scouting. They were cheating, got caught cheating. You can find that right now, homepage ESPN.com.
What's going on this weekend?
Oh, man, what's not going on this weekend?
Big weekend.
It is a big weekend. BMW Championship wraps up in Maryland. We'll be all set for the Tour Championship, which, of course, is next week in Atlanta. We got a full weekend of NFL preseason stuff. Then we'll pop back here on Monday, and next week's going to be a big week. We're going to the University of Memphis.
Oh, that's right.
We're going to go over to the University of Memphis.
Yeah, man. I'm excited.
I am, too. We are, I guess it's going to be on Wednesday. All three of the daily shows, so me and you, Jess and CJ, Vernon, Roser, Dev, are going to be at the University of Memphis football facility, broadcasting live. So roughly 6 hours of shows coming to you from the U of M. I believe Memphis Athletic Director Ed Scott is going to join us. Ryan Silverfield's going to be around. It's going to be a fun day.
I'll be back on campus.
Me too.
I hope they roll out the red carpet for me.
I might
spent many great years at that school. Got a lot of love there.
I might take you for a walk. Show you where I used to do some stuff.
Come on, man. You know that campus like the back of my hand.
Oh, man.
Excited to be back.
Do you still think you know that campus like the back of your hand?
Yes.
I don't think I would know where I'm at.
Yeah, I know. I think I know my way around. I could find that cafeteria and all that good stuff. Yeah.
I'm embarrassed to say this. I don't know that I've been on that camp, like in the heart of that campus, outside of going to the basketball practice facility or like just walked around the campus. 10 years, 15 years, 20, I don't know.
We'll do it this week.
It was one of my big, when I used to make the push for the on-campus football stadium, that I still think they should have and still think it's a mistake not to have. But when I would talk about that as a magnet for the campus, that's what I meant. It drags people back to campus. The next thing you know, moms and dads are walking around with their kids and being like, well, your mom had an English class over there, and I had a science class over here, and one night I kissed her over here in these bushes. You know, you got these stories, and you just see it, and you show your kids, and that's the way traditions get built. And at Memphis, because we don't play basketball on campus, and we don't play football on campus, unfortunately, Memphis graduates largely are just never back on that campus.
Yep. Should I show up decked out in Tigers gear?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I don't want to be a dork.
Well, I don't know if we're going to be able to avoid that.
I know.
Either way.
That might happen anyways, but I'm just,
that's probably going to be something we're dealing with either way.
We need to all, convene before we get.
Why do we think we need to convene?
Because I don't want to be the only person to show up
y'all
in
love to convene
a tiger shirt and a tiger hat.
I walk up here all the time. Y'all convene. And y'all love to convene.
I'm going to show up in my tiger gear and everybody's going to be like, okay, dude, you're a try hard.
Yeah, probably. I'm just going to wear whatever
I'm proud of my school.
I'm just going to wear whatever I decide to wear. I'm not going to put much thought into it. Kind of like today. I'm not going to put much thought into it.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to it. It should be a fun week.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it already.
Me too.
Enjoy your weekend. I'm going to enjoy mine. Bennett's going to try to enjoy his. And we'll meet back here Monday at 10. Till then, be careful, be kind, be good. Rep your hood.